All right, everyone. So, what we know so far is that Earth's outer plates move, and we know that the Earth is made of hard, solid rock, as we've learned from our lessons the last few classes. So, now our big chapter question for chapter 2 is we're going to be looking at how did the South American plate and this African plate move? We know that our Mesosaurus fossils are on each of these plates, so we now have to figure out how they ended up so far apart. So we're going to be investigating two claims in chapter 2. We have our claim 1 here. I'll get that a little highlight, which is that the South American plate and the African plate moved apart suddenly. So that means suddenly means they moved apart quickly, or it happened very fast. And then we have claim 2, which is the South American plate and African plate moved apart gradually, which means slowly, happened over time. So we're going to be investigating which one of these claims is true and supported by evidence. So again, just to recap what we know so far, we have our Mesosaurus fossils found on the South American plate and the African plate. We know that they once lived together, but now they're far apart. So we know that they moved at one point. And we know that the Earth's outer layer is made of hard, solid rock. So we know these fossils were found in hard, solid rock. So the big thing is we're figuring out if they moved apart gradually or suddenly. So for today, we're going to be looking at how Earth's plates moved. So we know that Earth's plates move because we can see this pattern of earthquakes. So we've seen the pattern of earthquakes along these plate boundaries. So we've been studying this pattern between and connection of earthquakes to plate boundaries. I'll highlight these. So our two key terms here. So, and we know that earthquakes provide this evidence of plate motion because we know that plates with a plate motion is what caused the earthquakes or what does cause earthquakes. So now we're figuring out how do these plates move. So we're going to be looking into the mantle. So this mantle is another layer of the Earth. We've been looking at Earth's outer layer, which is also referred to as the crust. But we're going to now be looking at the mantle, which lies just below Earth's crust. So now we have this nice orange layer here based on our simulation. So we have our outer layer, which is represented on the top view here. And now we're going to be looking at this layer below the outer layer. So we're going to figure this out. And we now know this layer below Earth's outer layer is called the mantle. So as you go through the rest of the lesson, pay close attention to the videos and the questions. You're going to be investigating what a soft solid is versus a hard solid, and making predictions about what we think the consistency is of Earth's mantle. Consistency means how does it move? Is it hard or is it soft? So we're thinking about what the Earth's mantle is like and how plates move.